Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Today, we are in the town of Jade Village, the place that I named after my sister. And today, she has asked me to build an airfield suitable for national airliners to fly in and out. So, first of all, I have to find the perfect place to build it. Let me see. First of all, I have to study the whole area, so get a good view of what's there and what's not there. I think this area will do nicely. How about that? And the place is long enough for a runway, so we're gonna get started with it then. Hold up. There we go. Laying the first few concrete blocks of the runway. We could go a little further. So the runway will be about this wide as this line would show. It seems to be it's raining a lot. It's raining a lot outside at the moment. So far we've had 4 mils of rain. And the Bureau of Meteorology reckons there's going to be 30 millimeters, but I don't believe that for a second. Because most of the day, it's not been raining, and then all of a sudden this evening, it's raining. Because when I was at TAFE today, it didn't rain at all. I'm serious. Oh, well. What are you gonna do? Yeah. Just grab my phone real quick and just check if there's any updates or anything. I'll continue going on while going there. Yeah, sorry, I have not really that much to say today. So, expect a quiet episode today. Not really. It's been very quiet. Ah, yes. The fandoms of Airstrip 1. Ah. Must be crazy living there, mate. Wouldn't want to mess with the thought police on that one. Double think and all. So, I'm currently reading a book about the novel 1984 by George Orwell. So far, I'm up to part 2 of the book. And by far, it looks very, very... How do I put this? It's a synonym for interesting. Intriguing. It's very intriguing. I'm curious to know what happens next. Must be crazy living in Airstrip 1 though. Like, you got everybody watching you all day. Trust me, I wouldn't want to live there. Not in that era anyway. Because, I'll tell you why. I have a little plan, like, I want to read the 1984 novel just to, like, get an idea of what actually happens. And then after that, I'm also going to create a novel of what happens in the 1984 world in the year 2036. And I haven't written that much, to be honest, but once I finish, I'll definitely tell you guys all about it. Right, so that is the airfield done. I have an idea for... here, yeah. Very, very interesting by far, I gotta say. Poor Winston, he must be very tired. I can't imagine how tired he must feel. I can't imagine it. Having to literally work under surveillance all day. Comment below, How would you feel if you lived in the 1984 world by George Orwell? Comment below, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Because, mate, if I lived there, I'm joining the thought police, for sure. Better out than in, I always say. Or rather, as Shrek always says. Or rather, as Shrek always says. But if there's one thing I learnt from the book, the only people that don't really get into trouble are the pros, and that's it. Because what they would do is just literally serve food at a nightclub. You're telling me, mate. I'm not giving any spoilers. I am literally just recounting on what I have read in the book so far. I still reckon it's gonna snow early Friday morning. It's crazy to think about, but it definitely once snowed in Ellenbrook. I can recount September 2023. I remember it just as well. It was snowing, and yet it was still 13 degrees. Those snowflakes were so small, it was almost invisible to the human eye. I kid you not. There we go now. So the sun sets this way, so that way is west. This way is east. Certain as the sun rising in the east. So this way is 3-6. But you want to know what the funny thing is? As I've read the 1984 novel. It's funny how Great Britain is called Airstrip 1. I mean, if it's got that name, why doesn't a huge spacecraft land on it if it's an airstrip? Oh, goodness. Can't imagine how Octonymia must have felt. Because if they because I know they have the ability to time travel and whatnot. And I think once they saw Airstrip 1 and 2, they were like, that's not an airstrip. There's no way in hell we're landing there. I can tell you now, I don't think any giant spacecraft's gonna land there. It's full of buildings. I won't be surprised if the Ministry of Truth saw a giant spacecraft coming into land. For sure. Alright, so there is our airfield. All we have to do now is just put a fence around it. This is going to be an open airfield, just like the other ones. Sorry. Alright, the fence is coming along quite nicely here. Ah, man, I can remember the days. Ah, now there's a smart idea I just come up with. There you go now. There is your airfield. There we go. Built it just for my sister. So there it is, everyone. I built the airfield outside of Jade Village. Precisely how she wanted it. Alright, well, I guess we'll wrap things up here. Comment below what you want us to do next. For now, my name is Van Thursday and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now. I'm a big brother, but I'm not watching everyone.